Women podcast. I'm Gemma Creagh, and in this episode I will be chatting with Aoife O'Toole. She's the manager of the Dublin Feminist Film Festival. It's going to take place from the 20th to the 22nd of November in the Lighthouse Cinema. So just tell me, we'll just go straight into it. Tell me a little bit about how the Dublin Feminist Film Festival evolved.
Carla Helian is the founder of the festival. So back in 2014, after travelling a lot, Carla came back to Ireland, and she had been working with a women's charity in Nepal called Sasana, who work with women and children who have been victims of human trafficking over there. So Carla felt very strongly that she needed to raise funds for this charity. So she worked in film, that's Carla's background, and she decided to put on a feminist film festival specifically to raise funds, as well as highlighting women in film at the same time. So since 2014, we've held the festival every year in November. This year we've moved to a bigger venue. We're trying it out. It's a bit scary, but we're committed now, so we got to do it. And we've slightly downscaled the festival from 3 full days of screenings down to 2 evenings of screenings. So that's just due to the fact that it's in the Lighthouse Cinema, and it obviously costs a lot more money to do that.
Excellent. Yeah. And it is a really cool theme. So refocus.
Yeah.
It's very common at the moment where people are like, oh, female directors, female writers. But one of the main, the discussion, and it's getting there, but crew, it's such a different environment when you have females working on the crew. It really brings a lot to a production. Yeah. So you guys are doing films that specifically have, just correct me if I have it wrong, a female director and a female DOP.
Yeah. So all the features and all our shorts. We've got 10 shorts in our shorts program. We have a Shorts Award every year, and we had over 100 submissions from around the world, and we were very specific that it had to be a female director, a female DOP, and we whittled them all down to 10 finalists. We have 2 guest judges this year. We've got Mia Mullarkey, who's the director and has her own film company, Ishka Productions. And we have Megan K. Fox, who's also a film director, and she's premiering her film in Cork Film Festival.
And I know she's also a WIFT member. We were chatting about her film. It looks very interesting. Yeah. And she has a film screening in your shorts program as well.
No, she doesn't. No, she's a judge. She's a guest judge, but she won the Shorts Award back in 2015.
Oh, that's why. I was lurking around your site. So very accomplished women involved.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, you have a cinematographer masterclass.
We have a Women in Cinematography talk by Dr. Paula Quigley.
Fabulous.
So that's her speciality. So she's going to consider the distinctive contribution of women directors and cinematographers to developments in film style and spectatorship. So coming from that side of everything. So that's a free event on Tuesday.
And are there tickets left?
We have a waiting list for that one now, and we also, after Paula's talk, we have 2 cinematographers, Generator Hostel and Emer Ennis-Graham.
Excellent.
So they're going to come in and they're going to discuss their work. They're going to show examples of their work. So it's a really great opportunity to see it from their perspective, how they deal with working in the film industry, how they see things going in the film industry for women, how do they deal with issues that come up because perhaps they are women. And obviously they'll be discussing their work. So Deirdre O'Toole is a lecturer in Dún Laoghaire, and she's also won awards for her shorts. She's an amazing cinematographer. You should check out her website. And Emer Ennis-Graham then has also won several awards for shorts, and she's premiered at the Galway Film Fleadh, for example. So she's working constantly. So
yeah, there's some very kind of household names. I am well familiar with their names popping up in programs and things like that.
Great.
And speaking of programs, so where did you guys find these films that you have? There's a nice kind of eclectic mix.
Oh, I'm glad you think that now, because we had a very long list of features. We had ones, we there were so many when you start researching these things and going back, there's movies from the 70s, so we weren't sure how far to go back or what would be more appropriate nowadays to look at as from a woman's perspective in cinematography. But we did, we were very aware that we only had time in the Lighthouse Cinema to screen 4 features. So we had to consider our time limits and how long each feature was. So that was a big factor. So the programme, we found a little gem of a feature called Parklands from Australia, and it's from 1996. It's short enough, it's only 51 minutes, and it stars Cate Blanchett in her first starring role.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's an amazing feature by Catherine Millard, and the cinematographer is Mandy Miller, who's gone on to do several other films. Like, I was just reading, actually, she did Hidden Figures.
Oh my gosh,
yeah. So, she was very well renowned. She won awards in Australia, and now she's like international. So that's amazing. But Parklands is stunning. It's very specific. It's a specific style, and Catherine Millard herself wanted it to look that way, she wanted it to look like you found this old film up in the attic and you're watching it years later. So it's quite gritty, but then there's very saturated colours, and it's very unique and quite a dark story, but Cate Blanchett's in it, so she brings that luminosity out of the screen.
Yeah.
So it'll be amazing to see that on the big screen, because that was actually very difficult to source as well, but we actually managed to get onto Catherine Millard herself. Yeah. And she sent us over the movie, so it was amazing. And we didn't have to pay a license fee either, so she was very generous.
That's really nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, once you explain to production companies and filmmakers what you're doing, and as a small festival, they're very, obliging once they find out what you're up to. So that's our first feature on Wednesday next. And then we have an Irish premiere, which we're very thrilled about. So we try to have an Irish premiere at least, every festival. Yeah. We had a few last year. This year now we have one, but it's a very, very special one. So it's from Indonesia. It's called The Seen and Unseen. Yeah. So that's directed by Camilla Andini, and Angie Frisca is the cinematographer. So it's stunning. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Actually,
yeah, you've seen
for
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very powerful and elements of experimental filmmaking, striking, emotional, and just really interesting choices and magical. So definitely well worth a watch and unusual. And I'd say it's something that it's so visual. I think it probably suits a big screen like that as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. And we were very conscious of, screening the films at a much higher quality than previous years. They deserve to be seen on the big screen by as many people as possible. So that's why we're in the Lighthouse Cinema, and they're very supportive down there. So that's beautiful, and the Seen and Unseen is very particular because the cinematographer has managed to capture some of the darkest sequences you'll ever see in contemporary cinema. So there's moonlight, night scenes. They're just, magical, and she really captures them really well. So I highly recommend it. So that's our premiere on Thursday at 6:00.
Excellent.
And then following that, then we have XXY. So I think a lot of since we've released the program, a lot of people have come back to us and saying, "Oh yeah, we saw that when it first came out, and it was amazing."
But I do think there's almost a collaborative experience between the audience and the film, and it changes your viewing of the film, if you watch it years later, and so much has shifted in certain conversations, and so much has changed, and then so much hasn't changed. And B, like when you watch it as part of a community, and you can kind of pick up on the audience's responses. So I kind of, for films that you watched originally at a time in your life when you were a certain way, I think it's a lovely experience to go back and see them, especially a nice high quality print.
Yeah. And a lot of films today are released on Netflix, of course, so you can watch it at home, but it's really not the same, particularly for these types of films that we show. It's much better, I think, anyway, to experience it in the cinema on the big screen. So
as much as I do love my Netflix, like I'm very prone to pick up my phone and go, oh, I just got a text message, and it's terrible, but it does take you out of that experience. It's not that immersive feeling either.
Yeah. So XXY is actually directed, the cinematographer is Natasha Breyer. So she's done a lot of other films too. One of my favourite films I think I've seen in the last year is The Milk of Sorrow. It's another one of hers from 2009. Then after our final screening is Camera Person. So we saved the peach for last, I think.
I love it. It's very on the nose
when
it comes to the theme.
Yeah,
love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah,
perfect. And when we actually confirmed our program, there was the Brooklyn Women's Film Festival, I think, in New York, released their program, and they had Camera Person, and I think they had The Seen and Unseen as well. I was devastated, but everyone else on the team was like, "Oh, it's just serendipity or
great minds think alike,
coincidence." Yeah. So anyway, so there you go. So that's for Camera Person is from 2017, and so when I first watched it, I was a bit like, "Oh God, really," and then it sucks you in because she, Kirsten Johnson is the director and cinematographer. She's a documentary maker. So she's been making films for the last 20 years. And this documentary, she's put together footage from over 80 of her films over the years. It's just so different. It kind of, you don't expect what's going to happen. The editing is amazing, the way they put together all these different clips. It's just a really powerful piece in the end. You kind of really makes you think about life and love and humans, what it means to be human, and her connection with her subjects is very real, and it's very emotional. I was bawling crying at the end of it. So I highly recommend it. Yeah.
So you have a lot of emotional heartstrings to be pulled the whole way along, it sounds.
Yeah. They're not harrowing though. Nothing too gory or depressing. So beautiful. Yeah. Uplifting. Definitely uplifting.
And so tell me about the shorts.
The shorts. Then we will be screening the shorts on Tuesday before our feature Parklands. So it's combined tickets. So you buy your ticket and you get to see all the shorts, and then you see the feature, and then we'll announce the winner after the feature. So we have Gosh, I'm just looking at all the countries now where they're from. So Australia, we have quite a few Irish because they're just they stood up. They're
Great.
really
On their
good.
own merit.
Exactly. Germany, we have 2 from Germany, 1 from Spain, 1 from the US. So they're all directed, and the DOPs are female as well. So there are some very powerful pieces. There's one called Recovery. That's an Irish one.
And
I love that.
do you have the director?
Aoife Quinn Gates is the director. Yeah.
Excellent.
Penny McGovern is also another Irish filmmaker. We have her short is called Projections. It's about physical touch and bodies. A short called Matthias from a director called Barbara Palsikova. That's another one based in Ireland, and that's a pretty powerful short. It's about motherhood. And I think she features herself in it, and I'm pretty sure it's her own baby that she features in her short. And the other Irish short that we have then is The Don'ts of Cycling for Women by Elaine Gallagher, and the DOP is Jarrow Waldeck.
Yes, she's on the board of WIFT.
Yeah,
She used to work for Filmbase. She's an incredible DOP.
She is.
Really accomplished and talented.
Yeah, so we're delighted that that's showing as well, and that's since our programme is shorter than usual. We are doing, for the last couple of weeks now, we're doing shout-outs on our social media of filmmakers that we love and we couldn't include in this year's programme. Yeah. So people like Ellen Curas, Rachel Morrison, so we just want to, let everyone know that we do realise the programme is shorter, but we do appreciate, what's going on in the world in filmmaking, and our programme notes are extremely extensive this year, so hopefully people will read them and appreciate the features.
Yep, that's it. Give them a taste, and I suppose the whole point of it is it shines light on just films that maybe people haven't thought about in a while. It celebrates filmmakers, it celebrates all different genres.
Exactly.
I think it very, and it's, again, I think you guys did a good job curating the kind of varied types of films. So there's lots for people to see, and the events definitely sound amazing.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. It's great to get positive feedback, because we've been planning this now for the last 7-8 months, and we're a small team of 6. We meet twice a month, and it's amazing how time just flies by, and you think you've got weeks and weeks to go, and then all of a sudden it's next week, and
it's part of you going, oh, I'm so excited, and then part of you going, oh my god, I wish it was over now, just for another year. I
just wish that we could have a heap of tickets sold. So
everyone buy tickets.
Yeah,
support.
Yeah. I know
women in film and women cinematographers.
Exactly. I know no one really pre-books cinema these days. Except your granny maybe, but
and she does it over the phone.
So that's just a little bit of anxiety there about ticket bookings, and the fact that the Lighthouse is a lot bigger than what we're used to. We've gone from the new theatre, which had 60 seats, to Screen 3 in the Lighthouse, which is over 100. So it's exciting.
But it's a lovely spot, and it's a nice spot for dinner before your show.
Exactly, there's so much
nice things around. There's nice cheeky little wine that you can bring into the cinema.
Yeah, and you can go for a pint maybe in Dice Bar after.
Yeah, discuss all your thoughts about these fantastic films, which featured some amazing women.
Yeah. We haven't even discussed our after party, actually. Everyone, if you're listening.
Options are available. Put your thoughts in.
I haven't thought about that. But there will be drinks in the Generator Hostel. That's where the talks are happening on the Tuesday night. So from 6, there will be a couple of free drinks if you're down early enough. So everyone's welcome to come.
Excellent. And I hear you have a very good cause for your proceeds this year. A very good cause.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do indeed. So this year, we know that we're always saying we support and celebrate women in film, and then we said, okay, right, let's put our money where our mouths are.
Yes.
And what about women in film and television Ireland? So we met with the lovely board. And
Very lovely board members, yes.
And so if we have any profits from this year, which of course we will, because we're going to sell out every screening.
Double down, guys. Yeah. Like, again, it's going to a very, very good cause.
Exactly. So so profits will be going to WIFT, and hopefully, some projects that will be, developing with them in next year.
So we'll have something exciting in 2019 to announce a lovely partnership.
Exactly. So
on
that's
the horizon.
And that's great to have, because we kind of felt, we should really be doing things and it's great to have Generator Hostel and Emer and Screen talking about their work. So, because I think I'm getting, from talking to people working in the film industry, they're just so busy constantly.
Yeah.
And they just don't even have social lives, most of them. So to have these two filmmakers on board now to actually talk about their work is amazing. And all the other female filmmakers out there, I hope, they'll see the festival or hear about it as well. Yeah.
And go support women in film, support some fantastic films and a festival and it's the fifth year?
Yeah.
That's it. Half a decade down. So it's a lot of celebrating.
God, yeah, it's amazing. It's all down to Carla Helian. She's an amazing woman.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then she's also in WIFT, so it all links back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But look, thank you so much for chatting to us. Again, it seems excellent. Myself and Stephen have tickets booked, so we're going to go see that. And excellent festival. Thank you so much.
And can I drop in the website, Gemma?
Of course, please do.
So it's DublinFeministFilmFestival.com. And we're all over social media as well.
So follow, subscribe, purchase tickets in advance.
Indeed.
And come join the lovely ladies and sirs of the Dublin Feminist Film Festival on Tuesday the 20th, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes. To the 22nd.
Woohoo.
Okay, thanks, Gemma.
Thank you. So thank you for listening. Make sure to check out the DublinFeministFilmFestival.com for their excellent lineup and filmireland.net.